Hi guys. I first want to just thank David and Fiona for dobbing me in and getting me to do this talk. Inviting, yeah. So tonight I'm going to be talking about responsive design and video. Responsive design is something that's sort of come up in the last few years that is just a must-have. Before it was kind of cool and you could add it to a side if you had extra time, but now it's just a thing that you need to do. And there's one element that's sort of holding us back. But before I go into that, I just want to quickly cover why responsive design is so important. And this graph here, why does it matter? This graph here will give you an idea. So this is 1995 all the way through to, let me just zoom, can't do that. All right, so it's pretty much 1995 all the way to 2015, I think it is. And this is an explosion of all the devices on internet devices, internet connected devices. Back in 1995 and even 2000, we only had a few browsers that we needed to worry about. And we had heaps of quirks and weird things, but we only had to test on a few things. Now there's so many devices, everything is connected to the internet, even like fridges are connected. And back here, population. So we're about to have more devices than we have people in the world. Over 7 billion, probably in 2016 or so, we'll cover that. To note though that it's most people in the Western world, we've all got like 10 devices or 20 devices per person. This sort of shows though here that developing nations actually rely on the mobile a lot more than us. Their only device is a mobile phone. A lot of these people don't actually have a personal computer, and because of that, recently they're exploding over in those developing nations. This is really actually a cool graph here. It's actually showing right now, this is a prediction from a couple months ago, but in July, so next month, it's actually going to take over desktop. So there's going to be more mobile devices than there are desktop devices in the world, which is quite a crazy thing. So yeah, so back to it. What's holding us back? So video is holding us back. If we go to, when you go to YouTube or Vimeo or any of those sort of sites and you want to get a video, they'll give you either an iframe, an object, or if you're lucky, like HTML5 video element. The problem with these are that it's based on pixels, and that's not good for a responsive. So what happens if we take away these pixels? So naturally, it will go to 150 pixels high, and that's all. Width is fine, you can set like 100% width and that will expand, but the height doesn't play nice. Like with images, what we can do is we can go and say width 100%, height auto, but that doesn't work. It does work for HTML5 video, but not for iframes and objects. So there are solutions to this, and one of them is JavaScript. The problem with that is it adds more weight, there's a bit of a delay, the user experience isn't as nice. So is there another way? Of course there is. And CSS is to the rescue. So this is 100%, this method, 100% CSS based. It was first mentioned 5 years ago on a list of parts. So forgive me if a lot of you guys actually know about this, but I only discovered this about 6 months ago and I thought it was really cool, so I wanted to share it. One thing to note though, it's not actually based on video and its ratio. You have to actually set one ratio and then it will stick to that. So this is maths time. So the cool thing, the magic behind this technique is that we put a wrapper around the object. This object will keep a ratio which will then expand, and then the image, the video inside, we will just stick to it. So we make it absolute, we stick it to the sides, and the container is what holds the ratio. By using this mass here, we can give it a percentage. So with percentages on padding, it's actually based on the width. So 10% for a container padding is based on the width for the top and the sides. This was actually quite cool because I thought that 10% padding top and bottom would actually be on the height, but it's not. It's on the width all the way around. And because of that, we can achieve this technique. So right now, I'm just going to do a quick demo. And yeah, what can go wrong? So I have 3 demos here. This is the standard sort of one that you get from YouTube. It's got fixed pixels, but that's the problem there. So it just sort of sticks there and just ignores you. The second one is where we remove it and we do the same thing we do with images. We say 100% width, height auto, it defaults across all browsers to 105 pixels. I'm not sure why that is, but it's not in the spec, I don't think. Just all browsers did that. And then here's the other method where we actually wrap it. Do I have internet? No, I don't. But yeah, so this is actually taking the ratio and the images stick into the container.